Right. Okay, get it now. But what?
What's happening?
I have no idea this one. How about, okay, that's better. I don't know why it keeps doing it to me. It hates me for some reason.
لا ما كنحبش وحده. لا هانشي
C'est pas grave, viens نتلاح. وانت ديالي؟
Yeah.
Close your mic, Tala.
What?
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Welcome to all of you. أهلا وسهلا. Let's do a quick attendance for today, Wednesday, November 15th. We have with us today is Ala here.
Yes,
أهلا. Sarina.
I'm here.
أهلا. Haneen and Hania.
I'm here. Honey.
أهلا. Hania is here with you? Also, okay. Ahmed.
Yes, I'm here.
Alhamdulillah. Nida.
I'm here.
أهلا وسهلا. Tala.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. And then we have the brothers Abdullah and Abdurrahman.
Here.
Okay, yalla. Alhamdulillah. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to all of you. We continue with the great prophet Sayyidina Nuh. He is from Ulul Azm. He is from the 5 of the mighty messengers of Allah, from the great messengers of Allah that came with a challenge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him to deal with a cancer, a disease that was there for the first time. And this was shirk. The first time that mankind fell in shirk was before the time of Nuh, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Nuh to deal with this issue. Nuh, he tried his ultimate best to deal with this, to get rid of this sickness. He spoke to them. Layla wa nahara. He told them, "O my people, only worship Allah. You have no other Lord except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." He tried this in public, in private, announcement, in secret, in a low voice and high voice. Only a few, and he stayed doing this for 950 years, and only a few believed in him. After 950 years, Nuh alayhi salam, he made a dua. وقال نوح ربي لا تذر على الأرض من الكفارة من الكافرين ديارا. He said, "Oh Allah, do not leave from the kafirina dayara." Yani somebody living in their houses. That's it. Yani these people had more than enough chance. If you leave them, oh Allah, if you leave them, yudillu ibadak. They're gonna cause your servants to move away from the deen. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he ordered at this time, after Nuh made this dua, after Nuh said, "Rabbi la tadhar ala al-ardi min al-kafirin dayara," after this, Allah ordered Nuh to build the ship. Build the ship. Yes, Abdullah? The ark. Ship. Abdullah has a question.
Read.
Yeah, when it's time to read, Abdullah is going to read first. We agree? When it's time to read, Abdullah is going to read first. Now, who has their name as Musa? Or as Abdurrahman? I could know the names.
No, my name is Abdurrahman.
I had somebody as Musa. Who's Musa?
It's Hani.
Or Haneen? Well, keep your name, please. Keep your name as your name so I know which student I am dealing with, please. Jazakumullah khair. Okay. Jazakumullah khair. Allah ordered him to build a ship. And Abdullah is going to read for us now. He built this huge ship on the top of a highland, on top of like a mountain, a hill mountain. Around it is a desert. So the people are making fun of him. They said, no, he went crazy. He's building a ship now. What is he doing? And they would ridicule him, make fun of him, until Nuh told them, in the end, you would be the ones that are laughed at. Not us mu'mineen, not the believers. Have patience, you will see. Abdullah, read. Nuh built the ark. Nuh builds the ark.
Nuh builds the ark. Allah answered Nuh's prophet Nuh's supplication. He willed that the fate of the arrogant disbeliever will be drowning in a great flood. Allah wanted to save Noah and the believers, and so He commanded him to build a huge ship with no precedence. The ark. Noah immediately began building the ark. Every time the leaders of his people passed by him, they ridiculed him. They said, "You are making a boat in the desert. How would it float?" He said, "You will learn soon." They would mockingly say, "No, have you become a carpenter after being a prophet? Where is the ship going to sail? The sea is a long way from here. Who is going to pull the ship?" No, hear that. Alhamdulillah.
يهديكم الله ويصلح بالكم. جزاكم.
No, heard all the patiently. He had always been patient. Sometimes he will say, "If you ridicule us now, we will ridicule you just as you ridiculed us."
So basically, he will ridicule them in the end. The mu'mineen would be the ones pleased in the end. They would be the ones happy in the end. Now,
Right.
inshallah, the next person to read, inshallah, will be the next person off his hand up. Ala. Okay. I'll split the reading, inshallah. So, Jibreel inspires Sayyidina Nuh of how to build this ship. Because this ship is going to have to deal with waves, kal jibal, waves like mountains. This ship would have to deal with. You know, imagine waves as big as mountains. This ship sustained that. This ship handled that by the will of Allah, of course, because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is said that it took Wallahu alam, it took Nuh about 100 years to do this. Allahu alam, where that number came from. Allah ordered him that in that ship, when it's time, when the flood starts, when the sky is opened and the water starts to gush out from every place, even from they used to make the ovens in the ground from dirt, from clay. When the water started to gush out of the ovens, he said, at that time, in the ship, only the believers and a pair of each animal. a pair of each animal. So you could imagine a pair of tigers, a pair of cows, a pair of each animal, any animal you could think of that was living at the time, of course. It's a pair of elephant. So of course this is a huge ship. Allahu Alam, how huge this ship was, 60 yards, 100 yards, only Allah knows best. But just by thinking about the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told that, a pair of each animal, you could imagine the size of this ship that Noah, he carpentered, he took care of this ship, he built this ship. And Noah, there was one thing very important here. Noah, he was told no one other than the believers. His first wife was a disbeliever and she died, and Allah made an example and told us in the Quran, an example of two evil women is the wife of Prophet Noah and the wife of Prophet Lut. And the example of two great women is the example of Maryam and the wife of Fir'aun. So imagine, subhanallah, Fir'aun's wife ended up being from the best women, Asiya. But the Prophet Noah and Lut, their wives, Allah mentioned them as the evil. But Noah, he got married again to a righteous wife. And all of his sons, when the sky opened and the water started to gush out and the floor started to gush out water, all of his family rid in the ship. All of them rid in the ship, got in the ship, except one son. One of his sons was a disbeliever. We'll talk about that son coming up soon, very soon. So now Allah let the skies open and he ordered the flood, and everybody started to get in the ship. The great flood. Ala, read the great flood, please.
Okay. After Nuh sallallahu alayhi wasallam built the great ship, Allah commanded him to take with him a pair of every animal and creature, a male and a female. Nuh did as he was commanded to do. With him in the ship were those of his people who believed in him and a pair of every creature. The promise of Allah came. The fountains of deep began to flow and the gates of the heavens were opened. Allah caused the earth to gush forth and with springs. Raging torrents of water churned the earth into springs. Between time, Allah sent water, and the ship floating on the water were many days and nights. The water rose higher and higher. The ship carried Nuh sallallahu alayhi wasallam and those with him on waves like mountains. The water rose above the tops of the mountains. The people outside the ship climbed into every high place and every mountain, fleeing from Allah's punishment. But there was no refuge from Allah except in
him. Even his son, even Noah's son, when Noah told his son, he said to his son, Ya bunay irkab ma'na. Oh my son, get up on the ship. Ride in the ship with us. His son said, I would go to the highest mountain. Don't worry about me. I will go to the highest mountain. And Noah would start to ask Allah about his son. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, this is not laysa min ahlik. This is not from your family. Yes, he's from your family as your blood, but he's a disbeliever. He doesn't deserve to be your son. He doesn't deserve to be called and saved on that ship and called your son because of his disbelief and his shirk and his rebellions. SubhanAllah, the word Bismillah was a word that, Nuh used when they rode in the ship. So when he was in the ship, he said, Bismillah, majreha wa mursaha. So, he rode with this ship in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and with Allah made it easy for them until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the earth, until he told the earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the earth to swallow the water. And he told the sky, he ordered the sky to close. Don't send any more water. Then the land dried and the ship landed. We have a next slide for that now.
If
Yes,
the
Abdullah.
earth was swallowing everything, wouldn't that mean that would swallow the ark?
No, not Allah didn't order it to swallow the ark, just the water. To
Oh.
take the water now. To take the water where it belongs inside the earth and outside of the earth, and the water return to where it belongs, in the veins of the earth, inside the earth, and in the rivers and in the seas. And so the earth swallowed the water and brought the water where it belonged. So the flood stopped. This slide here, the one I have in front of you, is the story of basically of Noah's son, the one I just explained. To save time, inshallah, we'll skip it. If you want to look over it quickly. The same thing, when the waves were coming high like mountains, Noah called his son, and his son ran and said, I would take safety in the highest mountain. And of course, that didn't protect him. And Allah told him, this is not from your family. Here, let's go to where the ship landed. Of course, these pictures, just made up pictures, and we don't know how this ship actually looked. And this picture, actually, I was looking at it today, and I was saying, it gives the thought that this ship was a small, that ship and that picture looks small. And in reality, the ship was a huge ship. The ship was a ship that could hold the pair of all the animals and believers and birds.
Question.
And so
Was it bigger than the Titanic?
Allahu Alam. I don't
What's
know.
the Titanic?
You never heard of the Titanic?
It's
No.
it's the biggest boat ever.
Everyone should know this question, even though it's an American thing.
How big exactly the ship was, Allahu Alam. But it was for sure, just knowing that what was on the ship, it was a huge ship, of course.
What do scientists estimate the ship's length and height to be?
100 yards.
100? I don't think
Honey.
so. I don't think so.
Honey, she left. Honey left.
Allah knows best.
Hmm.
Allah knows best how big this ship was. And for sure there was a deck special for the animals, there was a deck special for the humans, there was a deck special to survive. We don't know how long they stayed floating on the water. So for sure they brought with them a lot of food and drinking water, and this ship had, it's common sense that this ship had to be a massive size. The ship that Noah built to hold all of that stuff. And this is all from the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ilmuhim, now the ship landed after Allah told the earth to swallow your water and the sky to withhold your rain. The ship landed. Who's going to read this? This is the last paper and then we have some questions. We'll go over the questions together. Who's going to read this last one for us? Okay, go ahead. The flood.
After what Allah had willed had occurred, and those believers had perished, the rain stopped and the waters receded by Allah's command. Earth, swallow your water. Sky, withhold your rain. The water then subsided. The matter was concluded, and the ship came to rest on Mount Judy. It was said, Noah came out of the ship in peace from us, blessings upon you, upon nations descending from those with you. Nuh sallallahu alayhi wasallam and those with him left the ship and walked on the earth in peace. Allah blessed the descendants of Nuh sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They spread in the land and filled the earth. There were several communities among them. There were prophets and kings among them.
So there's a question here, important question, and I went back to Tafsir Ibn Kathir to look this up. Now we know that there was believers with a few believers, with exact number Allahu Alam, few, not a lot of believers with Nuh and the ship. But the descendants after Nuh are all from Nuh. He had some sons. From among his sons were Sam and Ham, and there was one more, and the other believer. There was 3 sons and a disbeliever. The 3 sons and a disbeliever. And all of his sons, you know, they are basically the fathers of the descendants that we have today. So Nuh, we all go back to Nuh, and then we all go back to Adam alayhi salam. And Allah knows best, of course. Was the Mufassirin of the Quran, they mentioned this, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentions His descendants, the blessing upon you and upon the nations, upon your descendants, the nations that will come after you. That the people that came were all from the descendants of Noah. So everybody else on earth died, was outside the ship, and everybody after that were related, go back to Sayyidina Noah. And Allah knows best, of course. Wallahu a'lam. No. We have some questions here for you guys.
I have a question.
Yes, who has a question?
Yeah, Abdullah.
Abdullah Fadl.
Is the ark bigger than the pyramid, the Great Pyramid of?
I don't know.
Okay.
Allah knows best. If the ship is bigger than this or bigger than that, I don't know. Any other questions? Can I have some questions for you guys? Quick, fast questions. Easy questions. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Question. Allah commanded Nuh to build the ark, the ship.
Ark.
These are questions that are very easy for you guys. The ark rested on
Mount Ju.
it rested. Well, he built it on top of a hill. He built it on top of a hill in his area, which it was a high land, and around it was a desert. So it was like a high hill, right? And around it was a desert, right? A high hill or a mountain, Allah knows best. And around it was a desert, and when it landed on a mountain. Wallahu alam. Number 3, Allah caused the earth to gush forth with
water.
These
Water.
questions are very easy for you all. How did Allah decide to punish the people of Noah?
He decided to use a big
Drowning them.
The great flood, by drowning them. Correct, by drowning them. Who boarded the ship? Give me details.
Nuh alayhi salam.
One person speak at a
Nuh's
time. When you
family.
speak,
Mostly Nuh's family.
And
I can't hear anyone. I can't hear anyone now. When you speak at the same time, the speaker give me 100 voices in the same time. I can't hear anyone. Go ahead, Haneen.
Nuh alayhi salam, his mom, his dad, his 3 sons, and
His family, basically.
his whole family, and like the other, like pairs, everything.
His family and the believers, the few believers. His family, the few believers,
And the animals.
Yes,
and the
And the 2 of
animals.
each creator.
I thought it wasn't his whole family that went on the ship.
Not
All of his
whole
family except one son.
I thought one of his wife, his wife.
No, that wife had already died. That the first wife, Noah got married more than once. His first wife, which was a disbeliever, had already passed away. And then it is said that he had an ex-wife and she was on the ship with him, the good wife. No. Allahu alam. Allah knows best.
A question.
Some of this information comes from
I have a
in the
question.
tafsir, you find them, they come from the books of before us. So we say Allah knows best. Yes, please. Yes.
You said like each animal, right? What about like it was in the middle of a desert, like in the middle of Saudi Arabia, like that he not Saudi Arabia, but the Middle East that he like landed, right?
Well, I don't know, honestly, I don't know where he took off from.
No, not where
which
he took
place-
off from, where he landed, like where
he
the ship
landed.
landed.
Mount Judy.
Yeah, so what if like they were like, I don't know, bears or animals from other countries? Where did they go? Like, how did they get?
Oh, you mean like how the animals spread out after Noah?
Yeah.
Of course, we're talking about thousands of years ago. So, you know, with time, the same way humans were able to spread out, with, we're talking about thousands and thousands of years. Like, I'll give you an example. You know that Native Americans they didn't have horses. Now America is full of horses, right?
Yeah.
The Europeans brought horses and so much different animals. So with time and traveling and, and you're talking about thousands of years, thousands and thousands. Allah knows best how much of thousands of years that the animals, you're saying like how the animals spread out, like how the lions chose, for example, to live specifically in Africa, and how the monkeys lived in certain places, and how the zebras, each, subhanAllah, the animals go according to certain climates and they adapt to certain climates. Allahu alam, yani. Like, like camels, for example, adapt to certain climates of the desert and hot land, and people bring them and keep them and tame them, and so this is of course something to do with time, of how the animals settled where they settled. That for sure, that took yani hundreds, if not thousands of years. No.
How did Prophet
Allah knows best, of course.
How did Prophet Nuh gather all the peers? Because
this was for sure. This was a miracle. This was a miracle because for a regular human being at that time to go and gather a pair of each animal is not possible. But prophets do things that is miracles. It's impossible for other people, but this was from his miracles. Allah ordered the animals to go on the ship. They're going to go on the ship. Allah ordered the sky to open and gush water. Is going to go open and gush water. Allah ordered the moon to be split. When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he split the moon, is going to be split. Allah ordered a stick. Imagine a stick to become a snake. In the time of Moses, is going to come a snake.
Allah turned an animal, a cup dead animal, and brought it back to light in front of Prophet Ibrahim.
Prophet Ibrahim, yeah, when he cut up the birds, you're talking about the birds, yeah, and they flew back to him. So these are miracles. When he called the birds after he cut them and he put them in different mountains, and they came back to him. So this is a miracle. It's not like any other person had that ability to go and gather all of the two pairs of each two pairs of each animal and birds and so forth. This is a miracle. This is an order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Didn't Allah create cats on the ship because there were like lots of mouses, and then Allah, I think, made the cats?
Allah, that the cats were created on the ship.
I think.
From what I heard, yeah.
Allah knows best. Allah knows best. SubhanAllah. Why not? Yani Allah knows best. Maybe some animals were created after. Maybe some animals were created after Nuh alayhi salam, after the time of Noah. Maybe. So maybe some of the animals that you guys know today didn't exist, the thousands of years ago in the time of Nuh alayhi salam. Maybe, maybe some animals existed then that are extinct now. That's for sure. That are not existent in our days. Allahu alam. This is the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's already 35, so we'll count the time that we took out for questions. We'll count that as our break, inshallah. We'll just take 2 minutes just to get prepared, switch around to Arabic, and MashaAllah. I hope you guys benefited from this class of Nuh alayhi salam and how much patience he had. And in the end, who is the winners in the end? That's a good lesson. In the end, the mu'mineen will be the winners, inshallah. Okay, guys, let me give you 2 minutes. I'm going to set up for Arabic, inshallah.
Stella,
Yeah,
do you want to see something?
sure.
Stella, this I didn't make this. You know, chocolate.
Guys, I don't think that you need
I
to
don't-
raise your hand anymore.
Wait, let me see. Haneen, I don't see it.
I'm just telling you, and then I'll show you. Okay, you know this chocolate? It's called Ferrero Rocher.
Hmm.
I mean, Ferrero Rocher. Do you know the chocolate?
No.
Like a big ball, and it's crunchy on it, and then when you open it, it's like a.
Oh yeah, I love that. It's so yummy.
I'll show you. My mom gave me the box, and then I'm gonna put every chocolate inside. Then I'm going to Saudi Arabia, and then give every of my cousins one of the chocolates. Because my cousins, they live in Saudi Arabia, so I can't go there because like my dad works here, so that's why I can't go there. So I just stay here, and then I made a lot of mini, tiny, no, like a little small boxes, paper boxes, out of paper, and they're so cool. But I'm not sure now because it's hard to get them. I'll get them. Look, now you can look.
Oh yeah, I love that.
This is my box.
Your mom's used. Akram, what are you doing here?
What is
You
what
didn't finish your homework yet?
I'm doing now?
Akram didn't finish his homework. I finished my homework from the morning. Akram, Akram. He's such a weird boy. I have to close the door again. Let me just get up.
Why is it weird?
I hate getting up.
Why
It's
is
so annoying to get up. Wow.
Tell me, why is Akram weird?
I don't know. He is. What just? Is this really?
Something else too.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Moving around for some reason. Let me just put you down. Putting it down right there.
But I'm
Look
gonna
over
show.
there. Look over. This thing is gonna go crazy. Let me just sit down.
What are you gonna show us, Stella?
Nothing. I already showed it to you. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just get it. Then, if you really want to see it, what do I have here? Let me find something.
Okay, guys, عدنا. We are back. وعدنا إلى
There's
الدرس
Arabic.
العربية.
Yeah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Today, notice we have something a little different. We have like a paragraph, right? So as you notice again, a little harder now. We have a paragraph and then questions. I have 2 paragraphs and then questions. And I'm going to give everybody 1 question. You guys are 9. I'll give everybody 1 question, but there's 8 questions. And then there's 6 questions. And we'll split it up, inshallah. But I am going to choose. I'm going to choose a very good reader here and a very good translator here. So I'm going to choose Haneen and Ala,
Okay.
okay? Because you guys got to pay attention. And you guys choose amongst you. Who want to be the reader? Who want to be translator? Haneen and Ala.
I want to be translator.
Okay, Ala is translator.
Translator. Oh.
No, one of you guys.
Okay, teacher, it's okay if I can give Haneen translator this time.
Okay, you read Arabic? Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
So it's talking about this person. His name is Salman. He's, in Turkey. You read about him and try to remember the information in Arabic. Ala is going to translate for you guys anyway. I mean, sorry, Haneen is going to translate, right? Haneen is going to translate anyway. So it's going to be easier. I'm going to ask the questions. So Haneen is going to, Ala is going to read Arabic. Haneen is going to translate. I will ask the questions and I'm going to choose a question for each student.
But can I answer the questions too?
Well, your turn and Ala's turn is gonna be towards the end. So this way everybody have a chance to participate. And حكم أن يشاركوا.
So as for the question, I'm going to interpret it in English for us.
So try to remember, Abdullah, try to remember what you hear now, okay? Because I'm gonna ask you questions about it. Let's start. Let me make the screen a little bigger. Try to remember what you hear from the paragraph. يلا بسم الله. You could start, Ala. سلمان من تركيا. هو
Okay.
تركي.
سلمان من تركيا هو تركي. سلمان مسافر إلى مكة للصلاة في المسجد الحرام. هو
طيب stop for a second.
مسافر.
up to حرام. مسجد الحرام. يلا حنين.
Salman is from Turkey. He is Turkey.
He is Turkish.
He is Turkish, and Salman is going to Mecca and traveling to Mecca.
He's traveling to Mecca for Salah.
So he can pray in the Masjid al-Haram.
Correct. تفضلي Ala.
Okay. في المسجد الحرام هو مسافر إلى مكة بالحافلة.
Okay, go ahead, Haneen. Okay, you know what? Stop at each period. This way you know where you're stopping. Stop at each period. Go ahead. يلا Haneen.
He is on the bus.
He's going to travel to Mecca on a bus.
On the bus.
Ala.
Yes.
Go ahead. Salman.
Okay.
Salman.
سلمان يصلي في المسجد الحرام الصلوات الخمس الفجر والظهر والعصر والمغرب والعشاء.
Haneen.
Salman is praying. He's gonna pray in the Masjid al-Haram the 5 prayers: Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha.
سلمان سيذهب إلى المدينة يوم الخميس. سيصلي الجمعة في المسجد النبوي إن شاء الله.
Haneen.
Salman is going to the Medina
يوم الخميس.
at
Thursday.
So he can pray Jum'ah prayer in Masjid al-Nabawi, inshallah.
Inshallah. So you guys ready?
On Tuesday.
I'm going to start to ask you questions right now. Give me a second. Okay. Let me go according to my paper. According to the paper, but I will leave Ala and Haneen towards the end, inshallah. Okay. Salina, the question is for you. من أي بلد سلمان؟ جاوبي في العربي. يعني answer me in Arabic, please. Try your best. Is Salina with us today? Oh, yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's present.
Question.
You want me to repeat the question? Okay. The question says, من أي بلد سلمان؟ Wait your turn, Abdullah, please. Wait your turn. I'm going to ask you. I'm coming to you. Don't worry.
Teacher, Selena has a problem with her mic. She just wrote it in the chat.
Oh, thanks for telling me. That's what Abdullah was trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Abdullah. I thought, sorry. Okay, I'll come back to you, Salina. I'll come back to you. If you want, you could type the answer in the chat in English. من أي بلد سلمان?
Wait, teacher, Selena said that can't you rejoin and first leave it?
Yes, yes. Okay, I'll come. Salina, I'll ask you when you come back, inshallah. Okay. That's better. Okay. Okay. Question is for Hania. Hania,
Yes.
من أي بلد سلمان؟
في تركي.
سلمان من تركي. من تركيا.
من تركيا.
صحيح. ما جنسيته؟ who's the question for? نداء. ما جنسيته؟
أنا
هو سلمان ليس أنت. سلمان ما جنسيته؟
أنا
سلمان في الفقرة هون.
سلمان من تركي.
هو من تركيا وهو تركي. صحيح. صحيح. سلمان تركي. He is Turkish. Correct. Number three. Number three is for Tala. Tala. إلى أين؟
Yes.
إلى أين هو مسافر؟ يعني سلمان من أين؟ آسف. إلى أين مسافر؟ سلمان من الفقرة. من القصة هذه. إلى أين هو مسافر؟ أين ذاهب؟
مسافر لمكة.
صحيح، هو مسافر لمكة. صحيح، جزاك الله خيرا. Okay, now Ahmed.
Could you show what I'm supposed to read?
I'm gonna read the question for you. I'm gonna read this question for you, number 4.
Okay then.
You just answer the question.
Okay then.
What the answers from this paragraph.
Okay then.
الجواب من الفقرة. الجواب هو سلمان هل هو مسافر بالسيارة؟
I'm confused.
Salman, the guy we're talking about in
Mm-hmm.
the paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
هو مسافر بماذا؟ بسيارة، بالطيارة، بحافلة، بماذا؟ بماذا؟ يعني with what he's traveling.
I know the question, just trying to look for the answer.
Oh, look through the answers. Take your time. I'll give everybody a minute.
Can you be like after you say the question in Arabic? Can you also say in English?
If I need to, because you guys should, you should be more. You should try your best to understand Arabic first. If you need to, yes. If you ask me to, yes. Ahmed, I'm going to give you a hint. انظر إلى الشاشة. Look at the screen.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hint. بماذا سلمان سيسافر؟ بالحافلة، بالطيارة، بالسيارة، بالجمل، بماذا؟ يا أحمد انظر إلى الشاشة. What type of transportation you see on the screen? هل في مواصلات غير الحافلة يعني؟
I see a bus.
Okay, so what do you think? هو مسافر إلى مكة بشو؟ بماذا؟ It's right here. أحمد, you could see my mouse is right here. هو مسافر إلى مكة
بالحافلة.
Correct. بالحافلة.
بالحافلة.
نعم. هو مسافر إلى مكة بالحافلة. If you have the ability for advanced students, answer me a complete answer, please. طيب. Next, Abdullah. Abdullah.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, Selena. Now I can hear you. How is our voice? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I was able to hear you. I just couldn't like unmute. I don't know what was happening.
Okay, alhamdulillah. No.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask Selena and then I'll give you the next one. I'll give you the next one, Abdullah. Selena, you heard when we read the paragraph, right?
A little bit of it. I don't think I heard all of it.
Okay, so let me go to the other students. I come back to you. If you know how to read, you know how to read Arabic?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
read the paragraph to yourself, and I'll ask you the last question, inshallah. Maybe I'll ask you number 7. Inshallah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, عبد الله. السؤال لك. لماذا سلمان هو مسافر إلى مكة؟ لماذا ذهب إلى مكة سلمان؟
سلمان هو مسافر لأن يريد أن يصلي إلى مسجد الحرام.
في مسجد الحرام. يريد أن يصلي في مسجد الحرام. صحيح. جزاكم الله خير عبد الله، جوابك صحيح. عبد الرحمن.
Okay. ماذا؟
عبد الرحمن. Can you hear me?
Yes.
طيب. هل أنت جاهز؟
Huh?
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. السؤال لك. The question for you. ماذا يصلي في المدينة؟ سلمان حين يذهب إلى المدينة ماذا يصلي هناك؟
لأن يريد أن يصلي مسجد النبوي.
في مسجد النبوي. أي صلاة سيصلي في مسجد النبوي؟ في مسجد النبوي سيصلي أي صلاة؟ Which prayer he's going to pray in مسجد النبوي؟
جمعة.
للجمعة. correct. ما شاء الله. جوابك صحيح. الآن سلينا السؤال لك. متى سيذهب إلى المدينة؟ أي سلمان متى سيذهب إلى المدينة؟ الجواب في الفقرة. إذا تقرأين الفقرة.
I don't really understand.
Okay. The question says meta. The word meta means where. Meta means where, right? Or sorry. مش أين. That's the last question. I'll mix up with the last question. Meta is when. I'm sorry. When. Meta means when. When will Sulaiman pray in Medina? What day is he planning to go to Medina, basically? أي يوم. Meta, when will Salman go to Medina? متى سيذهب إلى المدينة؟
سلمان سيذهب إلى المدينة يوم الخميس.
يوم الخميس. Correct.
يوم الخميس.
Your answer is correct. متى سيذهب إلى المدينة؟ سيذهب إلى المدينة يوم الخميس. When is he going to go to Medina? He's going to go to Medina on Thursday. Last question. أين سيصلي الجمعة? Anyone could answer this. أين سيصلي الجمعة?
Right?
Anyone could answer.
Answer. Can I answer it?
Yes.
يصلي جمعة في يوم
أين means where. So you're thinking about a place.
مسجد يصلي جمعة في مسجد النبوي.
صحيح. سيصلي الجمعة في مسجد النبوي. صحيح. Let's go to Quran because the time is just tricky. Time already is 56 past the hour. Ya Allah. Today is Wednesday, so we read from the screen. We read from the screen or we read from the, if you have a Mus'haf, of course. Oh, you could choose anyone. Yeah, today is from the Mus'haf, not memorization.
Good. I thought I forgot to memorize today.
Yeah, today is from the screen. Okay, let's see. First of all, we have Ala. Ala, your surah is Surah Al-Ahqaf, correct?
Yes.
And you were in Ayah 15. You start today.
Okay.
ووصينا يلا أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه إحسانا حملته أمه كرها ووضعته كرها وحمله وفصاله 30 شهرا حتى إذا بلغ أشده وبلغ 40 سنة قال رب يوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه وأصلح لي في ذريتي إني تبت إليك وإني من المسلمين أولئك الذين نتقبل عنهم أحسن ما عملوا ونتجاوز عن سيئاتهم في أصحاب الجنة وعد الصدق الذي كانوا يوعدون.
جزاك الله خيرا. You want to add one more ayah?
Yes.
Okay, and you're gonna memorize all of this tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. والذي
قال لوالديه أف لكما أتعدانني أن أخرج وقد خلت القرون من قبلي وهما يستغيثان الله ويلك آمن إن وعد الله حق فيقول ما هذا إلا أساطير الأولين.
جزاك الله خيرا. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. So I'll write you from 15 to 17. MashaAllah, that's like half a page right there or more. Okay, شكرا.
جزاك الله خيرا teacher.
وإياكم
Am I dismissed?
Yes, yes.
السلام
You're
عليكم.
مع السلامة. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Okay, now we have Sister Selena with Surah Al-Zumar, correct? The last I read was 42. Okay. So you start with 43 today.
Okay.
أم اتخذوا
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أم اتخذوا من دون الله شفعاء قل أولو كانوا لا يملكون شيئا ولا يعقلون قل الله الشفاعة جميعا له ملك السماوات والأرض ثم إليه ترجعون وإذا ذكر الله وحده اشمأزت قلوب الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة وإذا ذكر الذين من دونه إذا هم يستبشرون قل اللهم فاطر السماوات والأرض عالم الغيب والشهادة أنت تحكم بين عبادك فيما كانوا فيه يختلفون ولو يختلفون.
You're gonna read for memorization tomorrow. Is that enough?
I can do more.
One more. Okay, go ahead and do one more ayah.
ولو أن للذين ظلموا ما في الأرض جميعا ومثله معه فتدوا به من سوء العذاب يوم القيامة وبدا لهم من الله ما لم يكونوا يحتسبون.
Jazakallah khairan. Excellent job. So 43 to 47. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Of Surah Al-Zumar.
Okay.
Okay, Haneen. Haneen, I think you still have Surah Al-Najm.
Yes.
Correct. You have Surah Al-Najm.
I have teacher. I have my own Quran.
Okay. Okay, so open to
I already opened.
sorry. You open to ayah
I know.
47.
Yes.
Open to ayah 47.
I
I will point on the screen just in case anybody also want to read with you, see with you, inshallah.
Okay.
Okay, so 47. You have 47? وأن عليه
وأن عليه النشأة الأخرى وأنه هو أغنى وأقنى وأنه هو رب الشعرى وأنه أهلك عادا الأولى وثمود فما أبقى وقوم نوح من قبل إنهم كانوا هم أطغم وأطغى
إنهم كانوا هم أظلم
والمؤتفكة أهوى غشاها ما غشا فبأي آلاء ربك تتمارى هذا نذير من النذر الأولى أزفت الآزفة ليس لها من دون الله كاشفة أفمن هذا الحديث تعجبون وتضحكون ولا تبكون وأنتم سامدون فاسجدوا لله واعبدوا.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. You know this, I'm giving you a lot for tomorrow, right?
But I know this because I remember this with I read it with my Quran. I have like this microphone.
Alhamdulillah. So because I want you to finish and I want you to catch up to the other surah with Hani, inshallah.
Yes.
No. So tomorrow you have this whole half a page. All of this half a page is for you. So from 40. You could start tomorrow from 47. 47 to the end. To the end. I wrote it on my page. 47 to the end.
Okay, teacher.
هاني وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. هاني, what surah you chose? الطور صحيح.
Yes.
يلا أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله
والطور.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والطور وكتاب مسطور في رق منشور والبيت المعمور والسقف المرفوع والبحر المسجور إن عذاب ربك لواقع ما له من دافع.
لواقع. Let me hear the عين.
ما له من دافع يوم تمور السماء مورا.
ما له من دافع.
ما له من دافع. Teacher.
Okay, up to I think that's too much, right? So.
Oh, teacher, I want to tell you that my voice is like kind of.
Oh, I noticed. So I just noticed, wallah. For some reason, everybody's sick these days. Maybe because the weather changing. Okay. So let me be easy on you. Let me be easy on you because your voice. From one to 6.
Okay.
Because your voice. 1 to 6. Surah At-Tur. Salamtik, Hania. Okay, now we have Nida and Tala with Surah Al-Qiyamah.
I'm finished with Surah Al-Qiyamah.
No, Surah Al-Mursalat.
So you both are finished, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you both are going to Surah Al-Mudaththir, correct?
Oh yeah, Muddathir.
Yeah, both of you. Yes. So I want you to stick together. Okay, so we're going to start from Ayah 1 today. Ayah 1 for both of you. Yalla, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Can I
Ya
go first?
Mudaththir? Yes.
Okay, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها المدثر قم فأنذر وربك فكبر وثيابك فطهر والرجز فاهجر ولا تمنن تستكثر ولربك فاصبر وإذا نقر في الناقور فذلك يومئذ يوم عسير على الكافرين غير يسير.
Okay. So 10 ayat. 10 ayat. That should be good.
My turn.
Yes. Jazakallahu khairan, Nida. Tala.
السلام عليكم.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tala, you ready?
Ready. أعوذ بالله من
1 to
الشيطان
10 also,
الرجيم.
please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها المدثر قم فأنذر وربك فكبر وثيابك فطهر والرجز فاهجر ولا تمنن تستكثر ولربك فاصبر فإذا نقر في الناقور فيومئذ يوم عسير.
فذلك يومئذ
يوم عسير على الكافرين غير يسير. ذرني ومن
حسبك
خلقت وحيدا.
حياك الله.
Can read more.
شكرا تعالى. I'm gonna keep you on Nada about the same. You do an excellent, mashallah alayki. And because of time, there was so much students, so we have to keep, we have to keep the time, inshallah.
Salama.
مع السلامة. Okay. Ahmed, you ready?
Yes, I believe we're in Surah Al-Abasa.
You have Surah Al-Abasa.
Yeah, and we just finished Ayah 5. So yeah.
Correct. So start with 6. فأنت له تصدى.
فأنت له تصدى وما عليك ألا يزكى وأما من جاءك
وأما من جاءك يسعى.
يسعى
hold on the meme. وأما من جاءك
وأما من جاءك يسعى وهو يخشى فأنت
عنه.
عنه تلهى.
I was gonna sneeze, but I hold it. Okay. أنت عنه تلهى.
Yeah, from 5 to 10. That's good.
Yes, from 5 to 10.
Okay, then, Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Okay. Abdullah?
I'm ready. That's
Okay. We have
but my brother has
Surah Al-Mulk. Both of you have Surah Al-Mulk.
yeah, my brother is at 28, so
I have 24 to 27. You guys are not the same?
I did up to 28, my brother did up to 27.
Oh, so you have one ayah extra. Okay. So listen, for both of you, there's the last like page is like a quarter of a page. Read that, both of you, from 27 to 30. Both of you, no problem.
It's supposed to be from Qul Araytum in Ahlaka. Yeah.
It's okay. One more ayah, yani. Okay, go, no problem. For you, Abdullah, starts from Qul Araytum.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أرأيتم إن أهلكني الله ومن معي أو رحمنا فمن يجير الكافرين من عذاب عليم قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا فستعلمون من
Go back. قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا.
قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا فستعلمون من هو في ضلال مبين قل أرأيتم إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا فمن يأتيكم بماء معين.
MashaAllah. Shukran, Abdullah. So for Abdullah, 28 for tomorrow, 28 to the end. Memorization.
Okay.
Abdurrahman.
That's supposed to do 28 to 30.
To the end, basically. 30 is the end. Yeah. To the last ayah. Correct.
29 to 30. So 29 and 30. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
For Abdurrahman, where are you going to read from?
From 29 to 30.
No, read the same.
Okay.
Read the same thing as your brother. قل أرأيتم.
قل أرأيتم إن أهلكني الله ومن معي رحمنا فمن يجير الكافرين من عذاب عليم قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا وستعلمون من هو في ضلال مبين قل أرأيتم إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا
Look at me. غورا. إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا.
إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا فمن يأتيكم بماء معين.
جزاكم الله خير عبد الرحمن. So you and your brother have tomorrow from 28 to 8. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. مع السلامة.